afternoon. Today we will be learning gymnastic skills. The gymnastic skills we will be learning are the back bend and the front walkover. But before we begin any type of gymnastics activity, we must stretch first. We must stretch our legs, our arms, and our back. So sit down, and with our legs apart, we reach over to the right side and stretch for a few seconds. Now to our left side and stretch for a few seconds. Warming up our leg muscles is very important when we're doing gymnastics because we don't want to pull any muscles in our legs or our back or our arms. Now stretch out to the middle. Now we'll stretch with our legs together, stretching forward. Now stretch our arms. Bring your right arm across, pulling it with your left arm, stretching out our bicep. Now bring our left arm across, stretching it. Now bring our right arm to the back. Now bring our left arm behind us. Now to stretch out our back, we leave our left leg straight. We bring our right leg over it, bend, and we turn to our right side, stretching the muscles in our back. This is very important when we're doing back bends. Because for a back bend, we must arch our back. So, to prevent any type of injury, we have to stretch out our back. Now, right leg straight, left leg across, stretch out to our left side. Now we are ready to begin our first progression of our back bend. I have Desiree here with me to help demonstrate. The first progression of the back bend is called the wrestler's bridge. So I have Danielle, Desiree, with her arms stretched out to the side, with her legs bent. Now open the legs just a little bit to form support, pointing our toes outward. Now we arch up, balancing on our head and our feet, arching our back. This is the first progression of a back bend. Down. Now the next progression is the high wrestler's bridge. I have her arms with her palms next to the side of her head, with her fingers pointing toward her shoulders. Now she straightens up her arms, arching her back with her head up, not touching her chest, so she can balance well with her arms out and her back arched. Get down. Now we will do this one more time. And try to bring your arms closer to your feet to have a better arch. Hands on the side of your head. Now push up. Arching your back and try to walk your hands in. And this is the high wrestler's bridge. And this is the assisted back bend with the spotter pushing up to help the performer stay up in her back bend. Now down. And this is the assisted back bend. We'll do it one more time just to make sure we're comfortable with the assisted back bend. Hands overhead. Now lean back as far as possible with your head out, looking where you're going. Now this is the assisted back bend. Now we will do the front walkover. I will demonstrate the front walkover without a spot. Step aside, please. You must stand with your feet, one foot in front of the other, whichever foot is your dominant foot, either your right side or your left side, and put that foot in front. Hold your arms overhead. Now bring your arms down to meet the front of your foot and kick your back leg over and then bring your front foot over as well, landing one foot at a time so you can continuously walk over. And that is the front walkover. It is a continuous movement. Now I'll spot Desiree to show you what the spotter must do. Now Desiree will stand just as me with her arms overhead, with her dominant foot in front of the other, putting her hands in front of the mat, rocking forward, picking up one leg. Let's try that again. Arms overhead, with her dominant foot in front of the other, and kicking one leg up at a time, and bringing the other over as well. And this is the spotted back bend. You must guide the performer over with her hips and the top of her shoulders to make sure that her back is arched as she's going over and she lands. Today we have learned the progressions of a back bend and a front walkover. First we learned the wrestler's bridge, then the high wrestler's bridge, then the assisted back bend. And then we moved over to our front walkover. I hope you had fun today. Thank you and have a nice day.